All right, Lions fans, I'm about a day and a half after a little bit later than I wanted to be, but let's get in day three and a recap of the Lions 2022 NFL Draft. On day three, the Lions initially had three picks, but they traded and they did something to get back in the seventh round, so they ended up with four picks. In the fifth round, they took James Mitchell, 6'4", 250-pound tight end out of Virginia Tech. The Lions did go into this draft and free agency saying that they needed a number two tight end, and I think they may have one here. Now, we know generally when we get to like the fifth, sixth, seventh round, we're really talking about special teams. We're talking about, depth players, not necessarily starters. But I do think that James Mitchell can definitely get that number two tight end spot, and he can give Hawkinson a relief, and he can also be out there when they go with a two receiver set. And he's one that I think will stick. In the sixth round, they had two picks. They took two linebackers. The first one was an inside linebacker out of Oklahoma State, Malcolm Rodriguez, 5'11", 232. I see this as a depth pick, especially after losing one of my favorite Lions, Reeves Maven. And I also see him as a kid who might can stick on kickoffs on special teams. With their other sixth-round pick, they took James Houston, 6 foot, 244-pound linebacker out of Jackson State. Now, because I'm a big Deion Sanders fan, I saw pretty much all of Jackson State's games this year. And I remember seeing this kid, but I'm not going to say I scouted him and I remember him like completely standing out. But from what I read about the kid, they say that the kid can absolutely fly and he's a good pass rusher. So this could be a depth pick, or maybe, and hopefully this kid could even stick on the practice squad. And then in the seventh round, they took Chase Lucas, a cornerback out of Arizona State. Now, it must be something the Lions liked about Chase because they traded back into the seventh round to get him. Now, like I said, I don't know what they traded. I actually was doing something else, and I happened to look up, and I saw the Lions made a pick in the seventh round because I thought after the Houston pick in the sixth round that they were done. But maybe the Lions traded because they wanted to bring Chase Lucas in, and they didn't want to take a chance on him not being there as a UDFA, so they went ahead and just, brought him in to, at least see what he can do. Now, we know that seventh round picks a lot of times are hard to, come by. They're hard to make the team, but, we see that there are guys that have done it. So let's see what goes from there. And as recently, the Lions have brought in some UDFAs, undrafted free agents. Some of the ones I'm looking at the list right now. I'm trying to see one that stands out. I don't really see anyone that really stands out. Maybe Greg Bell, running back out of San Diego State. Maybe you can bring him in and see if he can add some depth, if he can make the team. But there's a couple of other undrafted free agents the Lions got. But overall, I think that the Lions had a pretty good draft. I do give the draft a B. I love the Hutchinson pick in the first round. The Jameson Williams pick, I'm over it. When they did it, I wasn't happy about it. I really want them to stay put and add a player at 32 and 34. But I think that once this kid is healthy, we're going to be happy that the Lions did it. Josh Pascal, as I mentioned in the day one video, I don't know a lot about, but I hear good things about him, and maybe he can be a good defensive end that can give us some pass rush. And Kirby Joseph, I really hope that Kirby Joseph can come in and fight for one of those safety spots. Worst case scenario, you can use him in the nickel as a coverage linebacker. And four kids I just mentioned, we'll see what happens with them in training camp. All right, Lions fans, what did you think about the draft? What did you think about day one and day two and the draft overall? Were you happy with everything the Lions did? And who do you think will be the most impactful player on this out of their draft picks? And let's make it fun. Who you think would be the most impactful player not named Hutchinson or Williams? All right, Lions fans, that's all I have. Like, comments, and subscribe, and let us know what you think about the draft. Other than that, that's all for now. One Pride.